More and more people are working from home, but does that mean that all of your home expenses can be a business expense? In this video, we're going to talk about that. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're passionate about helping people with business and accounting. Like I mentioned in the intro, we are going to be talking about home office expenses, what you can and cannot deduct, and what the parameters are. So let's get into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is what qualifies as a business expense. The IRS states that in order for an expense to be a legitimate business expense, it has to be ordinary and necessary to the business. So what does that mean? An ordinary expense is one that is common and accepted in your trade or your business. A necessary expense is one that is helpful and appropriate for your trade or business. Now I want you to understand something. Not everything is going to be a write-off. So just because you have a home office and your home office uses electricity, you can't write 100% of your electricity bill. Not all of the electricity that was used for your home office. Now that's separate if you have an actual office that's detached from your home and it's strictly used for your business. So if you have a lease somewhere in an office building, then all of your utility bills would be deductible. Here in this scenario where you have a home office, you're not using all of the electricity for your home office. Now, what are some of the things that you can write off as a business expense for your home office? So if you are purchasing a desk for your home office, you can write that off. If you're purchasing a computer for your home office, monitors, new fixtures, if you're remodeling your home office, you can write those things off as a business expense. So there is a difference between a home office deduction and actual business expenses for your home office. So keep that in mind. Think of your home office deductions as things like utilities, mortgage interest, home insurance, things that you would only portion out a percent of that bill and deduct it on your taxes. Now, there are two methods to calculate your home office expense. The first one is the simplified home office deduction. So it's a standard deduction of $5 per square foot of use of your home, up to a maximum of 300 square feet. So if your office is larger than 300 square feet, you can only deduct 300 square feet. Now, if you use the simplified method, the only allowable home office deductions would be reported on your Schedule A if you itemize. So that would be your mortgage insurance and your property taxes. There is no depreciation or later recapture of depreciation if you use the simplified method. Your deduction cannot exceed your net income and you cannot carry over a deduction. Now the second method is the regular method. This is the method that you can write off things like your electric bill, your water bill, your gas bill, your trash, insurance, an exterminator. This method is based on the percent of use of your home. So how do you calculate what portion of your electric bill, for example, would be written off as a home office expense? So to do that, you would take the square footage of your office and divide that by the square footage of your home. So let's do an example. So assume you have a home that is 1,200 square feet. Your home office is 10 feet by 12 feet, which would be 120 square feet. So the percentage of use of your home would be 120 square feet divided by the 1,200 square feet to give you 10% of the use of your home. So you would take that 10% and multiply it by your electricity bill. That is the number that you'll use to multiply against your bills. Now, there are some requirements to be able to claim the home office deduction. So regardless of the method that you use, whether it be the simplified or the regular, you have to meet these two requirements. It has to be 1, regular and exclusive use, and 2, the principal place of business. So for it to be regular and exclusive, it has to be the only part of your home that you conduct business. Now for the principal place of business, I'm going to read you what the IRS says. You must show that you use your home as a principal place of business. If you conduct business at a location outside of your home, but also use your home substantially and regularly to conduct business, you may qualify for a home office deduction. So for some of my doctors out there that practice at their clinic, if they come back home and operate all of their administrative work from their home office, then they are allowed a deduction. So if you're a photographer, you take all of your pictures outside, so you meet your clients outside of your home office, but then you come in and work and edit and bill everything out of your home office, then you're allowed a office deduction. And the reason why I'm sharing this is not for you guys to figure out the tax piece of it, but more for record keeping. You have a home office. I would hate for you to try to figure out all of your utility bills, in March of next year, rather than keeping it on the back burner and saying, okay, this is part of my business. It's an expense to the business. I'm going to go ahead and take this bill and save it on a hard drive somewhere as a business expense. That way you're not fumbling through trying to figure this out. I also want you guys to be aware that you can write off certain home expenses for your business. Now you can't write off, your grocery bills. You can't write off new pots and pans because you cook while you're working, like things like that. Unless you're a cook and that's your job, you can't write those things off. So remember, it has to be ordinary. It has to be necessary for your trade or business. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.